Hello again, patron. You know, it occurred to me last night when I was filming the second Rarities video that I have something else you might want to see. Now, some of you watching this who've been to my home have in fact seen this, but most of you have not. And those of you who were visiting here, you're busy hanging out with me and you probably didn't have time to take it all in. So, I'm going to ask you to ignore the mess in my office, but we'll start here. This is a production page from an issue of the Doom Patrol comic book written by me and Keith Giffen. Let's hide that. This is some original artwork by Tim Vigil that was done for the Rising comic book that never happened. This is an issue of Conan in which artist Mike Hawthorne drew Mary and I into the comic book. And this is the original art, Mike's original art. Of course, there's Conan and Belit, but if you look down here in the crowd, you recognize those two? These are newspaper articles and magazines from throughout the years. I don't have nearly all of them up here. I'm missing so many, and there's so many that I just haven't found frames for yet. And quite honestly, nobody does newspapers and magazines anymore, and I don't feel like printing out web articles. But Fangoria did a big thing on Dead Sea. Rue Morgue, this remains one of my favorite interviews of all time. Monica Kubler, my dear friend. That was the first time I was in the Village Voice. New York Times, although this is not the first time I was in the New York Times. This was the time they blamed me for zombies. The first New York Times article I have a copy of, but I can't find a frame big enough for it because they gave us, feature length, several pages, etc. This one I always get a kick out of. It's from the Wyoming Tribune Eagle. Horror novel author finally meets his fans in Wyoming. That's how fucking slow things are in Wyoming. That some mid-list horror writer comes to town and they talk about it. Now, Tom Piccirilli has the best take on that day. If you have End of the Road, please, 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 even if you haven't read the book, okay, I want you to go to End of the Road. And in the middle of the book, there's a chapter written by Pick. And it's about that signing and that day. Even if you have read End of the Road, I would like you to go back and reread that chapter now, when you're done watching this video. In fact, you know what? Maybe I'll post it on Patreon. 99.9% of what Pick wrote in that article is the God-honest truth. That's how insane that day was. Now, here we have Frazetta art and stuff like that, but signed Sopranos poster signed by James Gandolfini, but I'm guessing you guys want to see my stuff. So this is the wall of awards. They can never give you too many awards. This is the shelf of awards. All kinds of awards. But we're focusing on artwork today. These are the badges from every convention I've ever attended. So what do we have up here? We have movie poster for The Ties That Bind. Movie poster for I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. This is one of those woodcuts from Resurrection of the Life that I showed you in yesterday's video. Movie poster for Ghoul, signed by myself and the entire cast. Original piece of artwork from The Fallen, a graphic novel which I finished writing 6 years ago and still isn't out. Not my fault. An original original cover art by Mike Hawthorne for The Last Zombie. Alex McVeigh's original sketch for Tequila Sunrise, and then his painting, an unused painting Alex McVeigh did for a book that never came to fruition. Castaways, original art. Terminal. Let's see what else. Again, you got to excuse the mess. Up here, Gak's original artwork for 4x4, which is also a big tattoo on my back. There's a picture of me and Jesus Um, Jack's original artwork for Gratefully Dead. Banner from my first nationwide tour. This is from Halves. It's artwork by Keith Minion. One of the dark ones from the Clickers series by Alex McVeigh. That's another convention banner that I always liked, so I kept it. That was the cover to Best of Horrifying, the first anthology I ever edited. Pretty impossible to find now. Original cover painting for Jack's Magic Beans, the Deadite Press edition. Some of Russ Dickerson's artwork from the hardcover edition of Scratch. This was done by Chris Enterline. It was for a proposed Clickers comic book that we were never able to get off the ground, but it was some proof of concept art. This is from a short story Regina Mitchell and I wrote together a long, long time ago called Under Her Black Wings. It appeared in a magazine. I couldn't tell you what magazine it was. My God, it's been 25 years, but that was the artwork. Another GAC illustration from Gratefully Dead. GAC illustration from Full of It. Illustration from The Girl on the Glider. And that was, in fact, my dog, Sam. Another con banner. I'm not, like, sentimental over this one, but I needed something to fill that wall. But I might get rid of it at some point. That is from, what the hell's this name of the story? An End to All Things, which appeared in that Stephen King anthology, whose name I'm blanking on. Original cover art to the original edition of The Rising. Before the mass market paperback, there was the hardcover that started it all. That is not the original artwork. That is, in fact, a print, but still very, very cool. Urban Gothic. I guess that's it for the wall. So, hope you enjoyed this. Peace.